Hello there and welcome to my nest. This is Kate, and a disclaimer is probably that I am filming this in the pitch dark. So if there are shadows that you don't normally see, I really want to apologize. But I had lots and lots of plans and I've just run out of time to show you. So this is a KiN update. And September, we have been focusing on our birds of a feather. So a quick update before I get to this piece. I have found these free patterns on Pinterest and I'm working on crocheting not only one swan but also these two lovely swans with a heart. So Pinterest is amazing because you can find beautiful work and you can get access free. So I'm thinking that if you were a cross stitcher, you could also be doing, I just want to make sure that this is the center. Yeah. So sorry about that big, is it me? Yeah, I'm the shadow. So I'm going to stay in the background. But I would like my work from now on to keep evolving, as I've said. And swans seem to be particularly interesting as we move toward the Three Swan Symposium in the US in 2026. So more to come on that. And that reminded me that this piece, which is, it's a subcloth that you won't have seen for a little while, beautifully embroidered and backed by mohair blanket, is just a joy to stitch on. And because I didn't get far enough in my crochet or my bird shrine, I thought we might go back to this piece and look at this bluebird of happiness. So as we look at that bird, I'm hoping that you are well. Weekend over for us here in Australia and in the Southern Hemisphere, but lucky Northern, you still have Sunday to come. So may it be a happy one. I absolutely like the bright colours of this piece. And if you've been with me for a while, and I actually have to say welcome again to new subbies, middle subbies, old subbies, wherever you are on my timeline. So grateful for you to be here. But I have grown in confidence, I think, since I began this piece. And that's what we want all of us to do, because you may remember I made this swan, and as I chat to you, I'm just going to get this beak down. I'm here ready for invisible stitching. And I have moved this swan all over, and I've had a sense of doubt where she should go. Now I have no doubt, and I want this, now that I've done some sort of pretty foundations, we're going to get truly catified, and we're going to, I want to focus back on this piece. And I have to say I have really bad hay fever today. I've been outside enjoying the spring in the garden, having accidental, hang on, accidental things grow. Has that happened to you? Like I went to my veggie beds, which I haven't been able to get to since because of all the rain, and you just imagine everything dies, but they've got their own idea because I have all of a sudden celery growing, rocket, 3 different sorts of lettuce, and my fennel is going crazy, and it's just, now I don't know what, can you see that? If I was doing all of that off, I'm so sorry. But you can see my swan is pretty insipid now. So we are going to work at having her shine. I'm just trying to look at the best positioning. I don't want to lose that flower. This is the original. I could go under. I think she has to join flower to flower. Let's go over that green and over that green. And the story begins again of this beautiful, pretty swan who needs to join our parasol and floral party. So I'm going to get her on the piece. She's gone in 3 different places. Oh, no, 2 before this. And whatever happens, I am determined that she stays here. We will fill out the rest and work out. So you can see I've unpicked bits there. Well, I hope you can see. Now, I know this will be difficult for you to get the whole picture of this block. But I'll do some fancy zooming in another video tonight, late. But want to get this into my project list again. So if you've just finished your weekend, I hope you got some stitching and creating done. If it's still a whole day for you to go, good luck and enjoy whatever project you are on. I feel guilty as I stitch this beautiful swan's neck. I think that gives me, don't cry, opportunity once she's in place. So I'd really like to develop the story of this quilt now with some little, I don't know what, but I'm excited. She's been in hibernation, I think, since, I can't remember, the whole winter. We're not counting how many projects we've got on the go, are we? Sorry to make you dizzy. Hope you can see those parasols and this beautiful needlepoint while we go upside down. I'm trying to sort of notice if there's shadows, which there will be. But hopefully there's still enough that you can see what I'm doing. This would have been stem stitch that I did after learning it from Judy and maybe after my first attempt at the pony. I'm looking, as I'm stitching, I'm looking around my nest thinking, what else can I play with on this piece before I go and stitch in front of a screen for a happy Sunday night. Of course, I don't have to go to work in the morning. I just get to create, but my husband does, so important to share that time. Since I've returned from staycation, socation, it was all of those things. Any cation is a good cation. I have been inspired about changing my entire nest around, my studio. And yeah, lots of stories to tell. I've got my storyboard and a special piece of thrifted furniture to add to my nest. So because I have some weeks to be creative and makey, that's what I'm going to do. Now, is my swan crooked? She could be. But there's no water and in this creative world. But doesn't she stand out as being too light? So you saw me paint before. Let's do a little bit of painting and then we'll do some actual thread painting with thread. I love that little birdie. In fact, I think that is one of my most favourite birds of all time, the organza. And I can see I've done some, what's that stitch called? Gone blank. Second video of the day. And lots of things in between. Seed stitch. So there's a time for painting, and it does feel like today is the day. See, much more confidence. So that's my message. The more we do things, the more we let ourselves go. And not that we all want to let ourselves go, but you know what I mean. If you've got a hankering to try something, give it a go. Let's go a bit more orange. Now I'm blending all sorts of colours together because the fabric itself is a bit ombre. There's certainly no orange swans out there, but that beautiful swan, I think, looks more healthy on this piece because she's got some colour. If you're so beautiful, you deserve to stand out. So there we are. If you've seen my other video, you'll see that the green water has turned clear. All right, so let her dry for a little bit. Let's do that. I've got my favourite cotton pansies up here. I've got some of my favourite yellow at the moment. And let's just go stitching while our swan dries. So let's commit to these beautiful pansies. I'm going to hide my knot under there. left a bit of a long tail. I've probably told you before, but every time I go away, I come back with renewed energy. And, you know, people talk about spring cleaning. I'm not a cleaner. I don't do that very well, but I am a spring, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I am inspired. So that's why I'm doing a video in the pitch dark, because I just felt like it and wanted to have a final chat with you before the weekend finishes. Okay, now I could have done that in a different thread, but I feel because this flower is here and in the orangey tones, that I would love to grow this pansy onto this flower and embellish her. So we're just adding to the embroidery already there with just bold. It's all running stitch, isn't it, when we analyze it? In one side and up the other, any length. Pick up threads. Doing an extra one there. Go around the circle. Oops. Have to go in there, okay. See how that extra little layer of yellow has added more life to those already beautiful. So that was sort of a pre one, and there it is. And now let's just go down and go on a little walk, because we've still got more thread. A bit of running stitch. Let's join to this bit of, I'm sure it's Rachel's fabric. Do some French knots. Just for texture and interest, and just because. I can probably do one more. And let's do some seed stitch. There we go. I wish you were here to feel how beautiful that blanket is. It's like feather light. All right. So they're down. We've got this enhanced flower here. Let's go down closer to the swan and have a think about how we're going to join her to the garden. I didn't really think about doing that before I filmed. I'll stand up, and I know that I'll do different. Should I start that now? I'll do stitch work on here, so that's much more, and something has to happen to her wing, doesn't it? These are very big scissors. Please look away. It's just that I buried my others. Just going to harvest a little bit. Going to leave the green on for a minute. No, I'm not. See, I'm thinking that we could use the petals of the flower to enhance the wing. That's better, and then we can balance. So let's call it adding feathers, and then magical feathers, because she's a magical swan. What will I use? Get the right nest. Oh, that's a little flower too. Let's use this one. Go. Not your most traditional way of stitching right now, but I just want to get this piece anchored. I need to go right down through all the layers, through the swan, through the blanket. In fact, if I do this, up. Oh, and again, and there might end up being something as well over here, but for the moment I want these feathers, because we're birds of a feather this month, flocking together. Yeah. much happier with that. And we might just anchor here with stem stitch, like a thread painting technique. And I don't think I want to go down too much further at the moment. So let's come back over here because I want to leave this bit free, and then maybe come up to there. So I'm putting this layer of the Sanderson fabric onto the lace. Oops. Like that, and then anchor. It's like her petticoat of a wing. Finish that off there. So there she is, a little bit more dressed for special occasions. I've got some thread still, so I might just anchor here. Join her, start to join her onto the actual background linen. Yeah, and for the moment I think that's enough in terms of getting her feathers. Oh, listen out for a big scream because that is a lot. It's all soft, but it's just a lot. So this piece will be backed and it will be quilted. Whether it's a quilt or not, it's just what I'm enjoying doing, the 3 layers. So in context now, instead of an insipid swan, she's got very bright feathers here, and again you'll probably say that's too bright for there, but we're going to work on her, and we're going to have some thinking about the overall design. I'm going to, I don't know whether I can or not, don't know which way to go, and it'll make a shadow, so I'm trying this with my left hand, and I'm the shadow here that's in your way. That's a nest up there, but it's probably for context. We've got these umbrellas and parasols all round. We have a centerpiece of flowers, a bird flying there, a swan floating there. I might actually release her stitches, and so she's a little bit more straight. And then now we've got the story to continue. Where is she going? Who's she going to meet? Is it going to be another swan in there? More flowers, but we will work from the center outwards. So there we are. I'm going to see if I can go up and focus on this for a nice little ending of this video. So thank you so much. If you want to be part of our KiN Facebook, it's a place to share and chat. And I love that it keeps going on and on because people comment on other people's, and it's such an encouraging and affirming place. I actually love that I don't have to drive that you drive it. So I'll put the link for that below. Newsletter day tomorrow, or it'll be today by the time you see this. But I hope that my pretty swan with vintage lace, Sanderson fabric, gouache paint, and a happy smile, soon to be joined by, who do we know, this crocheted swan, or somewhere on another piece. I just love the two and the hearts, so I'm going to ponder that as I enjoy the last of the weekend. So my friends, thank you for being in my nest with me. I love your company, and that is truly sincere. Until next time, bye for now and take care.